Hello and welcome to another update video about the DXY. DXY continues to rally. We're still in the same wave count that we talked about last week in the last video, basically this higher B wave or this B wave which is unfolding. Remember we talked about that price obviously topped here in September 22. Price moved down in an A wave, then here an A, B, C flat structure of a B wave, yeah, and the C wave later into the low $90 region should still unfold. This is sort of my base case at the moment, based on how high we now went as well, and we've nearly reached the resistance area, target area for that B wave anyway. Resistance goes up all the way to $111.52. We've got resistance at $105.38, $107.17, $108.97, yeah, and the $111 level. I don't necessarily think it will go up that high, but to make it clear, this is very much corrective price action at the moment. Ideally, this rally is soon going to complete, and then we finally start that move down in the C wave. If I zoom in a little bit, we talked in previous videos about this support level, the $103 level. I mentioned to you last few times that if we get a break below that level, I will start to watch for an impulse to the downside for this C wave into the low $90 region. But as you can see, that $90 level did, that $103 level did actually hold. And we've now arrived sort of in this sort of target range that we broadly specified for this wave count. Let's adjust the micro count or the wave count here, because I did initially count it as some kind of a diagonal structure. Wave 1 in an ABC, wave 2 complete here, wave 3 in an ABC. And to be fair, probably wave 3 might have been finished here, wave 4 here, whoops, wave 4 here, and then the wave 5 still in the making. But I don't like the look of it. There are some problems on the lower time frames when we try to count it like that. What I find more likely, let's take that out. It could really rather be an impulse that is unfolding here. So let's take out the subwave structures. And my view is that probably this in itself, let me see this move down there. Yeah, okay. So we've got a 5-wave move actually here. That seems to be the more likely path, even though it's a very shallow wave too. But sometimes you get these distortions. And then if that was a 1-2, then we had most likely another one. I just quickly go 1-2. Then this was probably the 3, 4, 5. So this could be the third. We might get one more 4 and one more 5 to complete this. I take the trend line out to complete this C wave, yeah, of the larger B wave, which means there could be a little bit more uptrend before. I mean, before it should really come down finally, okay? Now, if I add these subwave counts, maybe some of you might be interested in that one, just because the third wave is probably the most interesting one here. I would say the best view I have is this was a wave 1, wave 2, then we had a third wave, which is this top here, the fourth. I think that's where we had the $103 level from, and then this is now moving up in a fifth wave of a third, then a fourth and a 5. And it's important now to understand, I can take those previous levels out, because now we can define support for wave 4, circle wave 4, which means that as long as we're holding that level, we can focus on higher, because the wave 4 should not break below the 50% retracement level. Basically, I need to add 4. So this is sort of the support area for a wave 4. I have no indication it is topped. I have no indication the third wave is topped. But what we might do is to add a trend line here, which will be a signal to indicate that the third wave is topped. Okay, if that breaks, then we're likely coming down into the region between $104.25 to $103.25. That's based on the latest high. So if it pushes a little higher, I will have to adjust the support area. And then we should get one more high, as long as it's holding $103.25. So let's leave it at 103. That's the key level. If that level breaks, we're likely coming down in this larger yellow C wave to the downside into the low $90 region. Against $103.25, we can focus on higher. I think one more high could happen here. And obviously the next, you could say, targets. I mean, if we talk about targets, we can use the Fibonacci extension tool. And we take the length of the A wave. We go to the low of the B wave. And the 1-to-1 ratio was already broken to the upside. So that leaves the door open for example, the 1.236 extension at $105.83 is in the resistance area, or the $106.55 level, or $107.75. They are all levels to watch. They are all levels of interest. And these are the levels that should be watched as long as the orange support area is holding. Yeah, that's my update about the DXY. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.